I've got a great celebration planned for us today. I'm going to talk to some TV people while sitting on the toilet.
I miss the vibe, you know, like days like today, obviously, you know, you watch Trump at a rally and he's dancing for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I miss that.
You miss that, yeah.
Country for tomorrow.
Yes. This appearance, it was as if they caught her in a glue trap at Saks Fifth Avenue and dragged her there.
Zine is still the biggest thing in his life. And then obviously Jimmy Kimmel, SNL, if they insult him, he gets really angry about it.
Yeah.
I'm so new to him that he's just like, that guy.
Jimmy Kimmel just compared Trump's speeches to staring at a YouTube buffering wheel, while Trevor Noah destroyed him for crashing funerals just to count the crowd.
But
Did you ever have Trump on the show?
No, we never did.
He did say some bad things about you on...
I don't know. I don't keep up with it.
Yeah,
So.
I do. I keep up with it.
These two comedians went absolutely nuclear on live TV. Trump's probably typing angry tweets with his tiny fingers right now because they exposed his 5th grade vocabulary and his weird obsession with being the most persecuted person in history.
And the combat infantrymen badge, heart, lung, and liver transplants. You're going to see some statistics coming out.
Stick around to see exactly how these comedy legends tore the orange man to shreds. You think comedians have gone soft on Trump over the years? Think again. Jimmy Kimmel and Trevor Noah just took their comedy gloves off and pummeled the former president with jokes that left their audiences in stitches.
Trump's annoyance at people is directly proportional to how big they were when he focused on the media. Does that make sense?
I see. Yeah, right.
So
Kimmel kicked things off with some smooth burns about Trump's speaking abilities. He compared Trump's rambling speeches to watching a YouTube buffering wheel. You know, that spinning circle that appears when your video freezes up but somehow keeps making noise. It's probably the most accurate description of Trump's speaking style we've ever heard. You never know where his sentences are going or if they'll ever actually finish. But Kimmel was just warming up. He quickly shifted gears to mock Trump's vocabulary, pointing out the hilarious contradiction of someone who claims to have attended the greatest schools but talks like a 5th grader trying to impress their teacher.
I know words. I have the best words. I went to an Ivy League college. I know a lot of words. I have this incredible vocabulary.
Now, is this what we want from a president? Someone who believes or pretends to believe any crackpot story that fits his narrative?
Those prestigious Wharton professors must be so proud of their famous alumni's groundbreaking use of huge, tremendous, and incredible in literally every sentence. The late-night host then unleashed a string of nickname bombs that had his audience howling.
Zine is still the biggest thing in his life. And then obviously Jimmy Kimmel, SNL, if they insult him, he gets really angry about it.
Yeah.
I'm so new to him that he's just like, that guy.
He referred to Trump as Diaper Donnie, which painted a mental image none of us needed. Then came Man Boot Mussolini, mixing fashion criticism with historical dictator comparisons in one efficient joke. But Kimmel wasn't done. He also blessed Trump with Putin's Po Pucket, suggesting Trump's relationship with Russia might be a bit closer than he admits. Not to be outdone, Trevor Noah jumped into the roast with his own unique angle, going after Trump's bizarre obsession with crowd sizes. Noah joked that Trump would crash someone's birthday and get mad if he didn't get the biggest applause. Can you imagine Trump showing up at your kid's party and having a meltdown because the birthday boy got more attention? Actually, that doesn't sound too far-fetched. What makes these jokes hit so hard is how they expose the jarring contradictions in Trump's persona. Both comedians took turns highlighting Trump's massive victim complex, with Kimmel noting the irony of someone who claims to be the biggest victim of all, despite being a billionaire who once lived in a golden penthouse.
I have a little extra something with him because he used to really like me. I'm not sure exactly why, and I broke his little heart somehow.
I've got a great celebration planned for us today. I'm going to talk to some TV people while sitting on the toilet.
Poor little rich boy, right? The world is just so unfair to men with gold toilets. The audience reaction reached its peak when Noah delivered his impression of Trump staring directly into an eclipse while insisting he has common sense. The studio practically erupted as Noah perfectly captured Trump's swagger and self-confidence while doing something monumentally stupid.
Because you can turn him around with a simple comment. I mean, he loves people he hated 5 minutes ago.
One hug, Jimmy. One hug.
One hug.
He tried to pressure Disney because of your jokes.
He believes CBS should have their license revoked.
It's funny because it's true. We all remember those eclipse photos. What's really brilliant about how these comedians approach Trump is how they expose his predictable patterns of behavior. They highlighted how Trump loves dishing insults but collapses into a tantrum when anyone throws shade back.
I miss the vibe, you know, like days like today, obviously, you know, you watch Trump at a rally and he's dancing for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I miss that.
You miss that, yeah.
It's like a comedy cheat code. Just say something mildly critical about Trump, and he'll prove your point with an all-caps social media meltdown within hours. Kimmel wrapped up his Trump takedown with perhaps the most psychologically insightful observation of all: that Trump could rekindle their friendship with just one compliment.
No, I could rekindle the friendship with one compliment. That would be all it takes. And that's why he's such a terrible choice for president.
All those nuclear-level insults could be instantly forgiven if Trump just said something nice about Jimmy's hair or ratings.
Yeah,
But you have like a feud with him. You have like a real. So here's what I've noticed. Like,
country for tomorrow.
Yes, this appearance, it was as if they caught her in a glue trap at Saks Fifth Avenue and dragged her there.
That simple fact reveals more about Trump's desperate need for approval than any political analysis ever could. But the best part about these comedy routines isn't the jokes themselves. It's watching Trump react exactly as predicted. Like clockwork, each roasting session triggers those infamous all-caps meltdowns on Truth Social.
You'll go person, woman, man, camera, TV. So they say, could you repeat that?
you realize you could rekindle a friendship and change this country.
Oh, yeah. No, well, I don't think it would change the country.
After one particularly brutal comedy segment, insiders reported Trump was stomping around Mar-a-Lago, furiously pecking away at his phone with those tiny fingers, practically proving the comedian's right about his fragile ego.
Watch that. Do you think maybe Melania is jealous? Maybe that's what this was about? Oh, now you want to hold hands, Donald.
States was so upset about my jokes that I made about him, he directed his staffers at the White House to call Disney.
The man who wanted to be remembered as a brilliant businessman and political mastermind is instead cementing his legacy as comedy's most reliable punchline. While he dreams of respect and admiration, late-night hosts are busy turning his name into shorthand for ridiculous behavior.
It would be like if you went to Disneyland and you entered the parking lot and Mickey was working the booth, right? A little weird, yeah. Focused on treating America as one big couch they can all screw together. It's Wiles headlined the event.
The harder he tries to be taken seriously, the more he becomes the butt of the joke. Trump can't seem to understand that his desperate need for validation is exactly what makes him such perfect comedy material. The orange man just keeps breaking his own little heart by taking himself way too seriously while the rest of us are laughing our butts off.